A lot of times I get people who will send me messages asking me to talk about specific impairments, and mental health is a very big one. I've done quite a few videos, and I always tell people a lot of times to be very mindful of this. Whether you have bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, schizophrenic and so forth, depression, anxiety, it doesn't matter. In the grander scheme of things, your focus needs to be on two things: the severity of the condition and how it impacts what you do on it. And the second thing is how it impacts you on a daily basis. Those are really the two biggest things you need to focus on. Meaning, well, what do you mean by the severity of the condition? Well, let's talk about it for a second. You've got the diagnosis of the condition. Are you getting treated? Are you going to therapy? Are you receiving medication? What type of medication are you receiving? Is the medication improving your condition? Are you noticing any differences and so forth? Have you been admitted to the hospital as a result of your mental health condition? How often has this occurred? Has this occurred involuntarily? Have you kept with your treatment regimen? Have you had periods of time where you may have been utilizing any types of illegal drugs or substances? Have you followed your treatment regimen? Has your doctors noticed an improvement in your condition? Those are the things that Social Security cares about when they're trying to determine the severity of your condition. Again, I've talked about this in countless videos. Stop focusing on the diagnosis itself. Focus on the problem, the severity of the condition. Then you go to the limitations. And you say, well, what do you mean about the limitations? Well, do you get stressed easy? If you get stressed easy, what types of things stress you? If they do stress you, how do you deal with that stress? How long does it take you to come down from being stressed? Are you able to concentrate? How long are you able to concentrate? If you're only able to fixate for a period of time, what tends to distract you? Are you able to get along in crowds? What do you consider a crowd? How many people are considered a crowd? Are you able to get along with others? Are you able to get along with this supervisory figures? Are you able to get along with the general public? How do you respond to criticism? How do you respond to changes in your workplace? How do you respond to change in general? When you do respond to those changes, what do you do? How do you handle those changes? And you're like, good God, Attorney Reed, all those things. Yes, all those things. Because all of those things are things that could be applied to a job environment. A job environment, you may have to work with supervisors. In a job environment, you may have to work with coworkers. In a job environment, you may have to work with the public. In a job environment, you may have changes in the workplace. In a job environment, you may be exposed to certain levels of stress. You've got to be able to show, not only through your words, but through your actions and your medical records, how those things are impacted from your mental health condition. I cannot repeat this enough. Stop focusing on the impairment itself and the little nuances of the impairment. Look at the big picture and ask yourself, how does your impairment specifically limit you, so that Social Security can get an idea of whether those limitations are supported by your medical records, and if they can be applied to a work setting, and if so, if there's jobs that can accommodate those limitations.